Now that we've learned and gone over our 7 properties of exponents, now we're going to be looking at 4 examples that are going to be combining all of your properties of exponents. When this happens, it can get a little bit intimidating. And so, as the old saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So what I always ask myself is this simplified? Well, to be simplified, notice how we've got here a base of an x and a base of y. To be simplified, first of all, you're not simplified if you have parentheses. You're not simplified if you have negative exponents. And you're also not considered to be simplified if I see this base of x appear more than once, or if I see this base of y appear more than once. So I'm going to take this one step at a time, and every time I'm going to ask myself, is this simplified? So when it comes to simplifying anything, if I go back to my order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, typically I try to get rid of parentheses first. When I go to solve an equation, I always try to get rid of my parentheses first. So to get rid of my parentheses, I am going to use my power of a quotient rule. Which says to distribute the power to everything inside the parentheses, multiplying when necessary. So it becomes x to the negative 2 times 3, or x to the negative 6, y to the 5 times 3, or y to the 15, x to the negative 1 times 3, so x to the negative 3, y to the 6 times 3, so y to the 18. So I'll write it out over here. X to the negative 2 times 3, y to the 5 times 3, over x to the negative 1 times 3, and y to the 6 times 3. So ask yourself, is this simplified? And the answer is no. I have negative exponents. I see my bases appear more than once. So I want to make it as simple as possible. So notice how I'm dividing in this problem. And the rule is when you're dividing, so if you follow the property that is a power of quotient, sorry, not power of quotient, the quotient rule or the quotient property, which says if you have the same base, subtract your exponents. So if I set it up as x to the negative 6 minus negative 3, and y to the 15 minus 18, then negative 6 minus negative 3 becomes negative 6 plus positive 3. So x to the negative 3, 15 minus 18, is y to the negative 3. So is this simplified? No, it's not. You're not allowed to have negative exponents. So move it to lose it. So if I put this over 1, anything that has a negative exponent has to move below. And so it becomes 1 over x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. Is this simplified? And the answer is yes. This is my final simplified answer. Okay, I hope this was helpful. So now watch your video for example 2.